Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, we meet again. Okay, today I'm going, before we start our session, okay, let us recite Al-Fatiha. A'udzubillah minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin. Okay, please remember before doing something, please recite the doa or recite Al-Fatiha. Hope we got barakah from, hope we will get barakah from our Creator Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Okay, today I'm going to explain about chapter 1. Okay, hope you about physical measurement and conversion of unit. Okay, hope you give me full attention to what I'm going to explain. Okay, try to understand it, and if you don't understand, and if you have any questions, you can ask me after seeing the video. Okay, we will discuss in in our tutorial session. So I will do a tutorial live session after this. But before entering the tutorial session, I want you to uh, watch the video first. Don't enter the tutorial session without seeing the video, please. Okay, so okay, you can see the video after this. Chapter 1, Units and Measurement. In this chapter, you should be able, okay, to understand measurement and units, and then state the base quantities and derived quantities and its SI unit, and then express quantities using prefix, solve problems involving conversion of unit. Okay, you should after completing this chapter, you should be able, okay, to do all these 1 2 3 4 5, okay, 5 things. Okay, make sure you know that one. Okay, so look at the concept map here. The concept map is the summarization of chapter 1. So in this chapter, we will concentrate on units and then physical quantities, prefix and conversion of unit. Okay, let me go through one by one. Okay, I will go faster because actually this explanation you learn it before in your secondary school. Okay, so that's no problem. Okay, we go to this part. Okay, about physical quantities. So what do you know about physical quantities? Okay, so it can be classified into two. The physical quantities can be classified into two. One is base quantities and another one is derived quantities. So what is meant by base quantities? So base quantities, okay, you should know how to define base quantities. Okay, the base quantities is the quantity that is independent, that is cannot be defined. Look at here, cannot be defined in terms of any other physical quantities. Okay, that means you can't define that quantity. For example, mass is equal to what? Okay, so mass cannot be defined in terms of other physical quantities. So these are okay, the example of base quantities. Okay, let us see in table 1.1. Look at table 1.1. Okay, this length, time, mass, temperature, electric current and antiluminous intensity, these are all base quantities, and this is the symbol for base quantities, and this is the unit for base quantities. So we will use SI unit in calculation. Okay, in all calculations we will use SI unit, right? And then this is about okay, base quantities. Okay, you can see it after this. Okay, then we go to derived quantities. First, you should know the definition of derived quantities. So quantity that can be defined or expressed in terms of any other quantities. So that is derived quantities. The example of derived quantities can be seen in table 1.2. Area, volume, density, velocity, acceleration until pressure here. These are all the example of derived quantities. This is the symbol, okay, that can be used for derived quantities, and this is the derived units. Okay, I hope you're familiar with these quantities, okay, before. So let us go to example 1.1. In example 1.1, okay, this is how you're going to find the unit for density and the unit for acceleration. So as we know, density and acceleration are derived quantities. So when you write the equation, density is equal to mass upon volume, and then you expand volume. What is volume? Volume is area times length, and then is equal to mass upon length times length times length, and the last one is mass upon length. So here you can write the unit. Mass is kg, okay, mass is kg, and length is cubic meter. So you can get the unit is kg per cubic meter. Okay, then we go to the example 1.2. Okay, you are asked to find the SI unit for force. Remember force? Okay, force is equal to, okay, remember this equation. I hope you still remember. F is equal to ma. So force here is the derived quantities. Okay, it comes from mass times the acceleration. So the acceleration here is derived. The acceleration here is derived quantities. So you have to find the acceleration unit here. So to find the acceleration unit, you expand the acceleration to velocity upon time, and the last part after expanding all the derived quantities, you will get mass time length time upon square time square. Okay, so the unit for force is kg ms minus 2, or normally we will use Newton. Remember Newton, N, the symbol is N. Okay, that is about how you're going to find or to determine the SI unit from the derived quantities. Now we go to prefix. So what is prefix? Prefix is power of 10. Okay, have a look at table 1.3. Okay, you can see here the prefix start from pico to tera. Okay, so when I say, for example, micro, automatically in your mind is 10 to the power of minus 6. When I say deci, automatically in your mind, the value of prefix is 10 to the power of minus 1. Okay. That is about prefix. And then we go to table 1.4. This is about basic conversion. Okay, several basic conversion for length, mass, time, and area. You can see the basic conversion here. Okay, then we go to the example. Okay, look at this example. You are asked to convert the quantities here, 13 millimeter and 18 square cm to SI unit. That means from millimeter to meter. Okay, from square cm to a square meter. This one. So about the method to convert, there are two methods, right? One, you can use prefix, and another one is by using cancellation method. So that's no problem. You can use which you familiar. Okay, the important thing your answer is correct. Okay, so 13 mm. Okay, if you want to convert it, so now I show you how to use prefix, how to convert by using prefix. So milli here, the value is 10 to the power of minus 3. Okay, so when you simplified it, okay, when you write it in scientific notation, it becomes 1.3 times 10 to the power of minus 2 meter. Okay, so similar with 8 cm, you can try it after this. Okay, we go to the next example here. You can see here. I want you to do this example. I only explain. Okay. European men in the age group 18 to 21 years have an average height of 5 feet 4 inch. Given 1 feet is equal to 12 inch and 1 inch is equal to 2.5 cm. Compute this height in centimeters and in meters. Okay, you have to change from feet and inch to centimeters and meters. Try to do it. Okay, if you don't get the answer, please let me know. Okay, and then example 1.5. Okay, an undergraduate of UiTM rides a motorcycle at 50 km per hour. So you have to convert here for this example. You have to convert kilometer per hour to meter per second and miles per hour. Okay, so I show you one example from kilometer per hour to meter per second. So look at this one, 50 kilometer per hour. So 50 kilometer per hour to meter per second. So 50 times 10 to the power of 3. Power of 3 because of kilo. Okay, and then divide by per hour. So 1 hour is 60 minutes times 60 seconds. Okay, times 60 because of 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So the last answer will be 13.89. So you can do the rest of the example here. Example 1.6. Okay. Okay, finish about the example. And this is the summary. Please see the summary. Alright. This is about the definition of physical quantities, the classification of physical quantity. You should be able to define base quantities and derived quantities. Okay. Okay, please read this summary and hope you can understand. Okay, so we will discuss about the tutorial. This is your tutorial. So I've just put it in your Google Classroom. Please check. Okay, we will discuss in the tutorial session about this question. We have objective questions. Okay, objective questions and also subjective questions. Please do the tutorial before entering the tutorial session. Okay, please. Okay, if you have any problem, okay, before we meet in tutorial session, you can ask me, WhatsApp me personally. Okay. Alright, that's all for now. Okay, thank you for watching. Hope you can study and understand it. Okay, any problem, just call me. Just let me know. Okay, that's all. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum.